All right, all right, all right. We're back. We are back. And this week, yeah, we're going against probably one of the toughest team in the league. And so, yeah, just a little update. I traded away a lot of people. I got a lot of assets back. So, yeah, we're going to just try to keep this close as possible. All right, there you go. All right, he went all white. All right, so Lamar. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of
then they
Paris
want me to go first.
taking on the Lumberjacks of Tokyo.
Damn right.
Lurching closer toward the
Already
midway
putting
point
my
of
back
this
against the
NFL
wall.
season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Now Mitchell on first down.
Ooh, this lag.
And his first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack.
That's my fault. I was not paying attention.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively. coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, back to Achane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The way I wanted to. So that's fine.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
He ran away from it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
There we go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Oh, good one. Just wide open. That was a good one.
Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds will claim the early lead.
He sent 2 in the middle of that time.
First here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball,
I did not try to do that.
That they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
I did not try to fit that play.
Well, they And the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go. That's good first. That's good
It's
first.
a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Why you? Come on.
One of the linebackers is gone.
Come
His crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard
That's
line.
wild.
And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays
We
off.
didn't.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long,
That's
all practice long,
wild.
every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backward.
Touchdown!
That's so wild.
Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
I can't believe that doggone fumble.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell.
Come
Tries
on.
to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That is so hilarious.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a toss right side, HM with it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Again, it's HM. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well
Well, I guess that was a good stop, but
because he just did it on that one, forcing
that interception shouldn't happen.
Get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And his kick
Now when I'm
is
throwing
right
in
there.
a
It's good. And
zone that he already vacated,
so the interception
I
set
guess
him
he
up with
just
terrific
floated
field
out.
position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
That's
And no
fine.
chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 17-0 our score after one.
Lumberjacks nothing.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A nice little juke.
Oh, come on. Let me finish.
Prior to going out of bounds.
Let me
It's a
finish.
first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far
It would
out in
work.
front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Able to
Let's
find
go.
the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
I had a little bit more time than what I thought I
Couldn't
had.
create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I had more time than what I thought I had.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart.
I did
now.
everything that I needed to do.
And he's just across midfield.
But
and
they
down
still
at the
just
49-yard
undercut it.
line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's
There's
cleared the
only so much
double-digit
I
mark
can
for
do.
the entire season.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
There's
And
only
he is
so
gonna
much I can
lose
do.
yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson.
Let's go.
That's into a crowd,
That's the best thing that
intercepted.
happened to us.
Past the 20.
That's the best thing that happened to us. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I guess that makes up for the fumble.
And it's 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
I appreciate that because it wouldn't let me get on the person I wanted to.
And you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams.
Let's go.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Yeah, let's go.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
And now an audible here into something else.
This probably ain't finna work.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw on 3rd down.
Oh, I caught it.
That's complete.
I thought that was P. I thought that was all P.
Up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In motion, the tight end. On the counter, it's Walker. And boy, this defense again.
He did not have to hit me like that.
Stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Mitchell on 3rd down.
Ah, come on, Jahan.
With a rookie quarterback down there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
I kind of got to go for it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Mitchell now. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
He was in there waiting on me.
Ron Rivera, the gambling guy, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, possession switches hands.
That wasn't the smartest play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond
Great
the shadows of their
blocking.
own goalpost, Charles.
Great blocking.
Better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Nice.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 60. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lumberjacks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here's Mitchell off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays
I can't
most of these
believe he keep
quarterbacks,
dropping
when they
so.
do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy
He's
of
finna get
midfield.
ball back. If we can't get that going on defense, it might be murder. That's all she wrote.
20 more to see after the break.
Lumberjacks 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
Good job, good job.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down.
That's funny how that John glitched out said 0-0-0, so it wouldn't tell me what he was working with.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result.
Hey, what's up with that, man?
When the play began.
That ain't cool.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion
That
on
is
2nd
not
down.
cool. Let's
They'll
go.
run
Good way to
forward
fight
Achane.
back over there.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just go on, punt it back to me, bro. We know you can make it. We know you can make it.
I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Why is that
But looks like they're ready to
defense?
go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as
Let's
they look to
go.
throw.
Good
And he's
job,
brought down.
defense.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake.
Good way to hold on to it.
And down he goes.
Good way to hold on to
The
it.
rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That was it.
And unable to connect.
That was it.
Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but
I
it's
should
going to
have
bring up
floated
4th
it, I
down.
suppose.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action. It's Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we run it back?
Here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they'll change things up.
Let's just burn timeout.
Now whistles come in. We're going
Let's
to get a
chill out.
timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Mitchell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Mitchell.
Come on.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Fumble, fumble, fumble.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
I don't like that. Like, I'm pressing A.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A first down carry for Smith. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack in the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jalen Waddle sheds off the tackle. He will finally be taken down.
He's just outrunning my guy.
It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running left, Achane.
Can we get a fumble?
We saw they'll get to him just inside the 15. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Why that couldn't be a fumble? Why that couldn't be a fumble?
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson.
Ah, I couldn't jump.
And it's
I knew that what it was. I just got stuck.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Thunderbirds add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Point after, right down
We'll
the
be
middle.
back next
And the
year.
lead is up to 18 now.
We just went ahead and rebuild. We is definitely just rebuilding.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
So what's up with that?
Partner, because
What's up with
every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Mitchell, back to the air on second
Oh,
down.
wow, deflected.
That's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This pass hauled in by Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll give this to Achane. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's crazy. He caught that. That man throwing them dots. I can't even be mad. He throwing dots.
29 yards that time. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Achane. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Thunderbirds are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
All right, let's see if we can get something.
Off it goes.
Something.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Okay.
Certainly not
all
what he was
right.
hoping
We
for,
should have
Charles.
came
That's
back
now
to the
3
ball, but
interceptions
all
in this
right.
ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down.
I can't believe we had all those turnovers.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you
This,
have to. Just go down,
oh,
inbounds,
what,
keep
what
that
is
clock going.
that?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Thunderbirds have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Thunderbirds 45. Lumberjacks 13.
Yep. Just when this.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this
Yeah,
one
well,
away.
draft capital. We'll be back next
The no
year.
run back here.
We
Fair
decided
catch.
we want
This
to
will come out to the 25.
start over.
First and 10. At their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one
for
incomplete.
20.
Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right.
That's fine. I guess
Gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Not on me, right? Not on me, right?
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Mitchell. Off play action.
Someone let me throw it away.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Why not?
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure. They got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't
Best field position I had all game.
And a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Gets this out.
Okay, we got out of bounds. We lost
completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He scared me, but somebody else was
incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell.
Is that on him?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag
what?
down. So hang on.
No.
A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete.
I should have took more points. I ain't know it was for. But that should have been pass interference, man. That should have been pass interference, but it's fine. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. 2 men turnovers, not enough. Nothing else.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, this is
That should have been my
it's
pick,
complete.
but it's
And
fine.
finally marked down at the
It's
42-yard
fine.
line. So this crowd will
We
not
got some
go
work to
home
do,
happy.
but we
It's
got a lot of
victory for our
rookies.
visitors, and even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did, but they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for Paris, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tokyo, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm trying to send this good game, Ted. Ooh, that was a bad game for our rookie quarterback. But the good thing with this is now, hey, we're gonna work on it. CFM. We gonna get there. 4-3. We only had 6 first down, 97 total offense yards. We got to get better. We will get better. But until next time, folks, we up out of here. I appreciate everybody came through. Everybody that mess with your boy. Happy New Year's. And yeah, until next time, we gone.